So what is MARBLEX? We are a blockchain ecosystem based on well-made games published by Netmarble. Our ecosystem started in March 2022 and is in the early stages of growth. I'm sure most of you can agree that the most used service for token utility in the current blockchain market is games. There are thousands of blockchain games out there and about 400 to 500 active blockchain games with wallet connection. We believe that this will be a continuous trend and more blockchain projects will try to integrate games into their ecosystem. However, at the current status of blockchain games, these projects will have a hard time succeeding. A lot of these games are far from what you expect as traditional gamers. Most of them are bare minimum games with just basic crypto mining capabilities, which is hard to appeal to traditional gamers that are looking for actual fun games. The crypto mining part does help acquire crypto users quickly, but when the token price falls eventually, due to the lack of strategies or in-game token utility, the crypto users that were drawn in for crypto mining will lose incentive to play the game any longer, and will move to another blockchain game, leaving the game to die. This is not the kind of blockchain ecosystem we are trying to create. We are a blockchain ecosystem infused with Netmarble, one of the biggest game publishers in the world with a revenue of $2.1 billion last year. As a company that has been publishing games for over 20 years, Netmarble has strengths in making appealing games and designing a sustainable in-game token economy. They also have the capabilities to continuously supply us with multiple global AAA games we can onboard into our ecosystem. We will give users a chance to earn benefits of playing the game and participating in our ecosystem with MBX, creating a sustainable model that can help strengthen Netmarble's publishing business. Implemented correctly, games have huge synergies with blockchain. This is our vision of blockchain synergy with our games. We will implement blockchain technology to games that have been proven in the market. This will help expand the user pool from traditional gamers to crypto users, making the game more active. As a company with great experience in the gaming industry, we know how to design in-game economy balance. We believe that this will help greatly in designing the token utility in the game and the overall tokenomics for each game. Now, let's talk about the games that are currently in our ecosystem and see how the synergy between blockchain and games have actually worked out. The first game to onboard in our ecosystem was A3 Still Alive. A3 Still Alive is an MMORPG with Battle Royale PvP contents. It was a very successful game in Korea that ranked 3rd in Google sales. Because this game has been proven to be successful, we believe that integrating blockchain would show great results. Our belief turned out to be true, and it quickly settled into the crypto market as a high-quality game. So we integrated blockchain into A3 Still Alive Global, which has already been live since November 2020. After the blockchain update in March 2022, A3 showed significant increase in stats. Revenue has increased over 7.6 times, DAU increased over 6.2 times, and a 4.3 times increase in users, and so on and so forth. Our first game showed promising results, proving the synergy between game and blockchain. The second game to onboard in our ecosystem was Ni no Kuni Crossworlds. This is a grand-scale MMORPG based on Studio Ghibli's IP, with beautiful graphics. This was a very successful game that launched in Asia without blockchain last year and ranked #1 in Google sales in various Asian countries. Its global version launched in May 2022 with blockchain integrated and is showing some very great results so far. Ni no Kuni was also a game that proved our strength in in-game economy design. As I mentioned briefly, most other blockchain games fail due to the lack of strategy for token utilities. However, this was not the case for Ni no Kuni. An average of 76% of the tokens mined in-game are being reinvested, showing token utility as in-game currency, not just something to be cashed out. We believe that securing token utility is a key to a healthy and sustainable ecosystem, and will continue to be a prime focus for upcoming games as well. Now, we've seen how the blockchain games are doing so far. Next are the blockchain services we are actually providing to these games. So before we move on to the specifics, let me explain the kind of ecosystem we're trying to create. Our blockchain services focus on creating a win-win model tailored to a game-specific ecosystem. We envision an ecosystem where the game developers, the game publisher, the service provider, and our game's users can all win. So these are the core strategies for creating a healthy ecosystem. The first strategy we thought was important was returning the game's success to its users. We believe that a virtuous cycle between games and MBX token is essential, and we plan to use a portion of each blockchain game's revenue to purchase MBX directly from the market. These purchased MBXs will be returned to users by various blockchain services we plan to provide. This will return the overall success of each game to the game's users and help maintain the value of the MBX token as well. The second thing we tried to focus on was creating a sustainable ecosystem. We do not have any plans to use the fees generated in our ecosystem for profit. All of these fees will be either used to maintain a healthy ecosystem or returned to our game's users. 50% of all the transaction fees in the ecosystem will be burned, and the other 50% will be accumulated in the growth fund. Based on these core strategies, these are the services we are building this year. All of the services we launched so far contributed greatly to the growth of the entire ecosystem. To briefly explain each services, the MBX wallet, which launched this March, users can exchange their game tokens to MBX and vice versa. The MBX Explorer is a block explorer for a private chain, where game tokens are in. And for the upcoming services, the MBX DeFi include the AMM trading system for our wallet, and also the MBX staking. The AMM trading system will help users exchange their game tokens more easily. And the MBX NFT market is an NFT market just for MBX's games. Users will be able to freely trade their NFTs in this market. This will also include a launchpad where users can purchase NFTs for new game projects. Now let's look at the stats for our blockchain services. All of the blockchain services and games contributed greatly to activating our ecosystem. And our wallet is showing tremendous growth since its first launch in March, having about 640K MAU in July. We believe that as more games and blockchain services launch, our ecosystem will grow more rapidly. The game token staking system also contributed greatly to activating our overall ecosystem. In this service, users can stake their game tokens to earn MBX. And this MBX is from the market purchase from each game's revenue I mentioned earlier. And because of the huge success of each blockchain games, we were able to acquire a large amount of MBX for user return. As a result, we were able to secure a high APR, giving huge return to the game users, and a 50% increase in the game token price, which will hopefully incentivize more and more users to play our games, creating a virtuous cycle. And just like this staking service for game tokens, we believe that the other blockchain services we plan to provide this year will contribute greatly in activating the overall ecosystem as well. The MBX swap will help users easily exchange their game tokens and also give them a chance to earn MBX by pair staking. And the MBX NFT market will help users realize their ownership of each game's NFTs, enabling them to freely trade their NFTs, preserving the time and effort they took to progress their game items or characters. And this is a blockchain ecosystem we envision, the MARBLEX playground. Users will be able to freely play the games, connect their wallet for NFTs and various DeFi services, and enjoy the entire MARBLEX ecosystem. Now, next is the upcoming game lineups for our ecosystem. Monster Arena is a sequel to a game called Monster Tamer, or Touch Monster in Japanese, which was one of the first mobile RPGs back in 2013. Monster Arena will be like its prequel, a casual PvP RPG with monster taming. This is planned to launch both PC and mobile and will have NFTs in it. This will be an exciting addition to our ecosystem. The next game in our lineup is Let's Get Rich Meta World. This is a sequel to a game called Let's Get Rich, a mobile Monopoly-like board game which was enjoyed by over 200 million users worldwide. This game will be an actual map-based real estate metaverse game. Users will be able to purchase lands, upgrade buildings, and trade them between users freely in the game. We believe that this will be another great addition to our ecosystem. The next game is the RF Project. This is a sequel to a SF fantasy PC game IP with a space theme. Users will be able to participate in grand-scale RVR wars. This game is still in the early stages of development, but it will definitely be a AAA quality game with amazing graphics and amazing gameplay. And last but not least is King of Fighters Arena, based on an IP I'm sure most of you here already know about. This will be a 1v1 combat game just like the original IP.